is not a whole lot. But with Molina Healthcare, for the bariatric section, you need 6 months supervised diet with your PCP, which is primary care physician. And then you have to lose 5% of your body weight, or at least for me, I had to lose 5% of my body weight to show them that I can lose weight. And then you have to have 12 visits of behavioral health, which is counseling, therapy, 12 visits with your nutritionist, and my nutritionist is through my surgeon's place. You need 12 visits with physical therapy, and then 6 visits once a month with your PCP for a weight check. Okay, so I started this journey on October 31st, on Halloween. My doctor considered that I am a good candidate for this, and she would write the referral. So at the time, she's on hiatus right now until July. So the person taking her place decided to send the referral to Molina saying that, yes, I'll look after her, but she has nothing to consider it. This is the guy who's taken over my doctor for right now. So, of course, that got denied. So, I was talking to my actual doctor's nurse. She is fantastic. She is so nice. And she asked what kind of diets I was on. And then I told her the whole list. And that we are going to the YMCA for working out, which we love. We don't go as often as we should. It's just, when you have 4 kids, your husband works all day, you're tired at the end of the day. I know that's excuses. But when you're dead tired, you have cranky kids, you don't want to take them to the gym. I'm sorry. And then I do have a Fitbit, which helps. And this one is the Charge, which tracks, of course, your steps, your heart rate, your sleep. My sleep is horrible. Oh, it's so horrible. And I have knee issues, and I've had them since I was a child. Doctors can't figure out what it is. But when I gain weight, it's so bad. I already had to have a knee surgery due to my weight. And then you would think, hey, wake up. That tells you need to lose weight. At the time, it didn't. That was in 2009. And then a few months later, my grandma passed away, which was even harder. So, and then we got pregnant shortly after that with my daughter, which that didn't help. Anyways, back to Molina. I'm sorry, I'm a person who gets off track. So my doctor's nurse wrote down everything that I did and tried, and Molina approved me for my bariatric journey, which started on November 1st. And that's when I started. I went to my first nutritionist appointment. And then I had Dan. His name's Dan Rogers from Rockwood Bariatric Center. And my surgeon is Dr. Spitz. And they are the nicest people in there. The nicest. And Dan is awesome. He answered all my questions. He gave me handouts. And then I would say the last 3 months, like literally the last 3 months, I have been on a diet that has been hell, but good at the same time. And then half the time, I just eat too much, and then I just don't even do it. So what I was doing to get the last few pounds off, pretty much, because my highest weight to start this journey is 232. So I had to go from there to 220. Which is my 5% weight loss for Molina. So I got down to 220 in, I believe, March. But to get there, I had to do, and I've tried thousands and thousands of shakes. Ugh, and half of them are disgusting. But I finally found one. It's from the Nectar Company. A side company called Matrix. And it's mint cookie. So it's Oreo cookie, like cookies and cream, but mint. And it's delicious. Oh, it is so good. I'm hoping I will like it after the surgery. Anyways, I had to do 3 to 4 of those shakes a day in one meal. And then there were some days I didn't do nothing but shakes so I can just get the weight off. And then I got the weight off. And then, then I had physical therapy. I know I'm all over the place. I had physical therapy through Rockwood. I got all 12 sessions done in February. And a lot of that was just, you went there to work out for a half hour once a week. And I got done with my nutritionist last week, but I'm still seeing them. Behavioral health, on the other hand, is a pain in the butt, especially when I went to my actual doctor's place where they have behavioral health. They kept on telling me, no, you don't need 12 visits. No, you don't need it, blah, blah, blah. I took my psych eval. I passed my psych eval like no other. It literally said I was normal. There's nothing to treat. So I finally ended up having to take some anxiety, depression classes. And that was a buttful. I should have taken them, got them done in March and February when they first offered them. But I didn't know what I was going to do with my littlest one because they said absolutely no kids. Because the appointment's from 3, and then I'm like, what am I going to do with my older kids? Anyways, I finally got that going, and I've seen behavioral health twice after my psych eval. Actually, 1, 2, 4 times. I've been 4 times. Oh, shoot. So, okay. And then I have 6 more visits set up every Tuesday. And yes, this will go on even past when I have my surgery because I still need to do it. So this is pretty much going to be video 2 and video 3 because it's kind of just going all in. And then since I lost my 5%, I've been literally hovering from 220 to 224. Depends on the day, depends on the week. Literally day by day, I could be a different weight. Give me a second, I'm thirsty. So I'll put it this way. It's been a pain in the ass to do this 6 months. It went by so fast. Like, you would think you can get all this done in 6 months. It's pretty much ridiculous. But I finally talked to my caseworker at Molina. Told her what was going on. What the therapists keep on saying that I don't need therapy. There's nothing to fix, pretty much. And she gave us the green light to submit all the paperwork on Tuesday. As long as I keep doing my behavioral health. And this is just for my case. It may not work on your case, but on my case. And like, a lot of them, this is a side note. You don't really need to do the 12. If you do at least 6 of everything and get to your goal weight, the 5%, you can submit. But I decided to do all 12 visits. And I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. I have all my behavioral health. It would go up to almost 11 appointments, maybe 10 appointments, so I'd be short 2, which is okay. So right now I am in the waiting game with the judgment with Molina if they approve me or deny me. I'm hoping they will approve me because I want this more than anything, and I have considered, if I don't get it, going down to Mexico. But that's a totally different subject because that would be my very, very last resort, and my husband is not for that route, which is kind of sad, but it's the truth. You don't really know what would happen. Tijuana's not too bad now. A lot of it is called medical tourism, which they're pretty safe, in the almost half the Americans who don't get approved through insurance can't afford a $25,000 to a $30,000 surgery, or at least I know I can't. Hold on. And that would be my last resort. But if Molina doesn't approve me, I would say that's pretty much my last route. I'm hoping they do, because I want this more than anything. I want to be around for my kids as long as possible. And I want to get healthy, so my lower back doesn't hurt and my knees stop hurting, my feet stop aching. It's more my lower back, because if I stand longer, then I would say more than 4 hours, my back hurts so bad, it's throbbing and I'm in tears. It's bad right now. Let's see if I can make this into video 3 too. But I would definitely follow what your doctor tells you, what your surgeons... Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I started in October. November, I met everyone that I needed. The surgeon, not the surgeon, the nutritionist, physical therapy, and my doctor. I started the journey then. And then I would say between December and January, I finally got to meet the surgeon, which was unheard of because it wasn't supposed to be till further down. He also agreed I'm a perfect candidate for the sleeve, and I chose the sleeve just because I didn't want my internal organs, pretty much your intestines, rearranged. And I take a lot of Instats, which are like ibuprofens and that kind of stuff for my pain. The only thing that I worry about is what you can get GERD, which is pretty much severe heartburn after gastric sleeve, because your stomach's pretty much smaller, and I guess with bypass you don't have it at all. But once again, I don't want my intestines being moved around and stuff. So he agreed, and then it was just meeting all my goals